Now it's 6.
From the Hussman School of Journalism and Media at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, covering the full range of Tar Heel athletics. This is Sports Extra.
It's always a great day to be a Tar Heel, but it's even better when we have an undefeated weekend in Carolina athletics.
Bethany, I don't know about you, but this weekend has got me looking forward to what our Heels have in store this season.
I couldn't agree more, Kate. After last weekend's embarrassing loss to TCU, we all needed a little bit of a pick-me-up. Good morning and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Bethany Pryor.
And I'm Kate McCullough. Thanks for joining us. After last week's performance, the Tar Heels had something to prove on their Saturday night road trip to UNC Charlotte. UNC came out swinging as Gio Lopez connected with Chris Culliver for a monster 51-yard touchdown. Charlotte managed a lone field goal after a 60-yard drive to cap off the first, but their luck between the goalposts ended there. With time running out in the first half, the UNC offense charged 80 yards down the field, and Davion Goss found the B-gap and took the ball to the house. The Tar Heel defense showed up in the Queen City, holding the 49ers to just a single field goal and only 21 rushing yards. The fourth quarter brought defensive fireworks, including 2 consecutive interceptions. This one by Gregory Smith III off Charlotte's Grayson Loftus with a 20-3 victory against the 49ers. UNC picks up its first win of the season, and Bill Belichick nabbs his first collegiate win.
Kate, I know everyone's really excited about this first win for Carolina football, but you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to UNC volleyball.
I couldn't agree more, Bethany. We've got some big names like Bridget Malone, a true freshman, and I heard she got 8 kills against Oral Roberts.
Yeah, that's incredible for a true freshman. It's her first game. She's playing incredible. Really excited to see what she can do this season. But Kate, I just really don't think that we could be at that caliber.
I know. Have you ever gotten 8 kills in a game, Bethany?
I don't think I have, but if I haven't, then you haven't either, because I taught you everything I know.
You taught me everything I know.
Well, UNC volleyball hoped to keep this early momentum going as they faced off against Bucknell on their first Friday night home opener. Maddie May got the momentum rolling with incredible saves like this, keeping the ball in play so Haley Pierce could bounce her first kill of the match. UNC took set 1, but in the second set, UNC's shaky defense and offensive errors led to Bucknell's 25-15 win, tying it 1-1. After another Tar Heel win, Sophie Hampton drills the ball for her 16th kill of the match to put the Tar Heels up by double digits. North Carolina won the match 3-1. The Tar Heels faced the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles in Carmichael on Sunday. Lainey Smith and Bridget Malone paced the Tar Heels' attack, each recording 8 kills across 3 sets. Malone sealed the second set with back-to-back kills, but things got stirred up in the third set with 5 kills from Oral Roberts. The Heels kept fighting with strong attacks from Bridget Malone and Mackenzie Boyer. The second and 2 aces from Haley Pierce that brought UNC its first lead of the set. Tar Heels win in 3 sets, sweeping the Golden Eagles to stay unbeaten.
The thing is, like, we play in Carmichael literally every day, so going into it, I had that like confidence and like I know what I'm doing. My teammates make me better every day, so if I can block them, I can block anybody. So
I like how we're growing. We're getting better in different parts of the game. I did think tonight, I thought we got into a better blocking rhythm. I didn't think we were as good defensively, but we're going to be constantly a work in progress.
The Heels will have to come out swinging on Tuesday when they host the number 12 Florida Gators. With this weekend's success on the court, let's head to Marilee 2 to break down what went right. Marilee.
Bethany, I'm here joined by UNC Volleyball's star setter and also Sports Extra's own Zoe Barrett. And Zoe, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and you had an incredible weekend, and therefore I'm petitioning for UNC Volleyball to adopt a new nickname. And I'm thinking the Double Digit Divas or Double Trouble, because, it's becoming routine. For the third straight match, 3 Tar Heels hammered down double-digit kills, and 3 setters piled on double-digit assists, including yourself. You nailed a total of 39 assists this weekend, so will you help me break down some of your plays?
Let's do it.
Okay, this one is against Bucknell. Lead me through it. What was going on?
All right, at this point in the match, we're in the 3rd set, and Bucknell knows that we've had a really outside-heavy first couple of sets. With that being said, I could feel the middle holding on the other side of the net, so I set Haley on the right side. There was a hole in the block, and she gets a great kill here.
Exactly. I noticed that too, that the Bucknell setters, blockers, were leaning towards the right, so that was very smart and strategic by you. Very nice. And take me through this play against now Oral Roberts.
Well, here I play called a slide to go, and I had Mackenzie on the slide, Chelsea on the 2, but with the pass that I was given, I was out of system and really only had one option to Bridget Malone on the outside.
And she goes right in front of Oral Roberts' libero. Now, tell me, the setters, I feel like they don't get enough credit. You're the one who's calling the plays. A pass comes a little farther away than expected. You have to shuffle to get there. I know those footwork skills in practice really paid off. So tell me, what are we expecting this week for UNC volleyball? I know y'all have a big matchup against Florida tomorrow.
Yeah, Florida's a great opponent. We need to be really clean on our side of the net to give them a great game.
Yeah, well, best of luck with that, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Back to the desk.
I agree that volleyball is all about working together, which the Heels have seem to have down. Thanks, Marilee. Kate, we played volleyball together, as I mentioned earlier, and we had the one and only, the best coach in North Carolina, Kim Pryor.
Yes, Bethany, I know she's your mom, but you guys were a great mother-daughter duo. I mean, it was just so heartwarming to watch for me, at least all of high school.
Yeah, we played together for 15 years, but there's a ton of other mother-daughter coaching duos. At UNC, we have Jenny and Kate Levy.
Who just walked away with a national championship.
Yes, really excited about that one, but I had the opportunity to talk to Carson and Carla Overbeck about their job as mother and daughter and coaching.
Carla Overbeck experienced huge success as a coach and player on the soccer field. Her daughter, Carson, has translated that into volleyball. After playing 4 years here at the University of North Carolina, she's now taking on the role of coach.
She wasn't on the court all the time, and so I think her lens of how she viewed the game, like she was always looking at it more like a coach would look at it.
Coach Mike Shaw knew Carson would make an incredible coach because of the type of teammate she was, which was true because of the lessons she learned from her mom, Olympic and World Cup champion soccer player Carla Overbeck.
She taught me that like no one's gonna remember your stats, like no one's gonna remember how many digs I had in a game or aces or if I went in, like they're gonna remember how I was as a teammate, how I was as a leader, like my relationship with them. The relationships you build are gonna last for the rest of your life, so don't get caught up in the stuff that doesn't matter.
If someone came to her and said, oh, you know, I'm bummed, I should have played, I want to transfer, whatever, I mean, she could be like, look at me, you know, I've been here for 4 years. And have gotten on the court very limited minutes, and I'm still here, and you can still make it a positive experience.
Going from teammate to coach isn't the easiest transition, but Carson's incredible leadership on the court made the transition easy for everyone involved with UNC volleyball.
In timeouts, when she was on the court, she always makes sure she's doing her job, make sure she's making sure everyone around her is doing their job. She's a really good verbal leader. Like, she always just knew what to say, and I think that's really hard as a leader. I think you can do your job and like have other people follow by example, but like saying the right thing is hard, and she does that really well.
People are going to remember just the person that you were, the kind of teammate that you were, and so I just try to encourage her to be a great teammate and work as hard as she can all the time, because that's something you can always control is your attitude and how hard you work.
She's incredibly selfless. So when you have the kind of teammate like that, I think that makes for best coaches as well.
Carla Overbeck experienced immense success right here at Dorrance Field when she played soccer at Carolina. Now she coaches just down Tobacco Road at Duke University and led them to their Final Four run last season. Carson Overbeck hopes that she can bring the same success to Carolina volleyball as coach.
Seeing someone coach players like that and be a person who can not only make them better soccer players, but better people in general, that definitely had a huge impact on me. And I don't know, just it was really inspiring to see her be that influential in people's lives.
Under Carson's leadership, I'm excited to see UNC volleyball compete this season.
I know, me as well, Bethany. The UNC volleyball team made it to the NCAAs last season, but they've got their first really big game coming up tomorrow.
I'm really excited to see them compete against Florida. I know Florida has a good team tomorrow at 7 p.m., but they're not.
Will you be there?
I will be there.
Good.
I really will. Are you going to be there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I'm really excited to see you, but UNC volleyball isn't the only undefeated team on campus.
Nope, there's also Carolina field hockey, and Carolina field hockey kept their undefeated season alive as they faced UPenn in a conference crossover on Friday. Field hockey at Penn, Danny Mendez and Riley Heck opened the scoring in the first, and Isabel Boer and Reese Ansberger made their first collegiate goals of the season, and Charlie Bruder scores, and the Heels won 6-2. The field hockey team traveled to New Jersey Sunday to play 10th-ranked Princeton. The Tigers scored first, but with 30 seconds left in the half, freshman defender Isabel Boer's pass slipped through the circle, and first-year Eliza Perrin tapped in to tie the game. The Heels' corner game was on point, earning 2 goals from them in the second half. Boer scored off a give-and-go with senior Siska Bruning in the third quarter for their first lead. Just a minute later, Boer struck again on another corner to make it to a 2-goal advantage. The 3-2 win makes the Heels 4-0. They play their first home match against Appalachian State on Friday.
Kate, I'm really excited to see field hockey play this season. Charlie Bruder, she suffered a torn labrum earlier this season, and I don't think she was supposed to be back.
No, she wasn't. Up until last weekend, I think she thought she was going to have to medical redshirt, but a great call from her surgeon saying she's good to go.
We're really excited to see what she can do. I know she's a big playmaker for the Heels, so excited that she's back. But now let's head over to Gray's game plan to break down yesterday's big win. Sophia.
Thanks, guys. The Tar Heels continued their undefeated run with yet another thrilling win over a ranked opponent. North Carolina had to fight back from an early deficit, but 3 unanswered goals within about 4 minutes of game time gave them the edge they needed to take down another top 10 team. Here's how the Tar Heels turned up the heat and took control. Now, let's look at this play right here. It is the definition of right place, right time. The ball is going to start right here at the top of the 25-yard line. Isabel Boer is going to pass it to her teammate, Charlie Bruder, who's in the middle of the striking circle. Now, Bruder's facing forward. She can't see what's going on behind, so she's going to instantly shoot it. It just so happens that freshman Eliza is standing right there. She can redirect the shot and score her first collegiate goal for the Tar Heels. And just like that, the momentum's going to completely shift. I mean, just minutes later, the Tar Heels have an important penalty corner. Now, they really needed to convert at this point in time during the game. So Boer's going to take possession here. She's going to do a sneaky behind the back pass. There's going to be a quick give and go. She's going to immediately fire the ball into the back of the net. Now, Boer's sweep is one of her skills that the Tar Heels really like to utilize. But the Netherlands national player wouldn't stop there. Bell rang the bell twice, shortly after she found the back of the net again on another penalty corner. Now, later this week, the Tar Heels return to Chapel Hill for a long-awaited home opener. They'll host App State on Friday at Karen Shelton Stadium as they look to keep their perfect start rolling. But UNC's success would not be possible without their coaching staff. Our Riley Heck spoke to assistant coach Manuel Garcia about his journey, not only as a coach for UNC, but also at the international level.
Manuel Garcia was coaching in Paraguay with Team USA, and now he's back here in Chapel Hill with UNC field hockey team, getting ready for the 2025 season.
I try to balance the best ways that I can. Sometimes it's a lot, like it was a quick turnaround to came straight after 12 days or 14 days of tournament to next day be here in preseason on the field again.
Garcia and the under-21 team faced Argentina in the championship. Garcia felt a mix of emotions as he competed against his home country.
I remember when we were before the game listening at the national anthems and listening my national anthem. But as soon as the game started, I was just focused on what we had to do.
Team USA brought home the silver medal, but Garcia came back with a new perspective on coaching.
Here at UNC, try to keep pushing the tempo and try to make everything faster. More from my Argentinian background, I feel the sport in a very passionate way.
His demeanor is always pretty steady, but there's one moment, and there's a video clip of it, we were at Duke, in the ACC tournament at some point, and we scored like a corner goal, and you just see him jumping on the sideline, so pumped up, and that's like his Argentinian side, I would say, because they're really passionate people.
The opportunity to coach both Team USA and UNC is something Garcia is incredibly grateful for. Aaron Matson and the entire coaching staff is very supportive.
You get really comfortable here coaching the same people at UNC all the time, but the fact that he worked with under 21s that are from universities across the country, I think just like adds to kind of like your coaching, just like your style.
Garcia's passion for field hockey shows through his commitment to coaching both UNC and Team USA.
UNC has been like a huge part of like feeling at home, far away from home, and feel that sense of belonging, since feel like you belong to something bigger than yourself.
Silver and summer was just the beginning. Garcia is now focused on chasing more hardware back in Chapel Hill. I'm Riley Heck reporting.
Pack the stands at Karen Shelton Stadium to see Garcia and the GOAT Aaron Matson coach UNC field hockey to another win on Friday as they take on App State at home.
The number 15 men's golf team began their season at the Sahali Players Championship. Sophomore Misha Golod was UNC's top individual finisher, tying for 20th at 5 over. On Sunday, graduate transfer Andrew Riley led the Carolina charge, recording a 1 under 71 to help propel the Tar Heels to finish 6th. Sophomore Misha Golod was UNC's top individual finisher, tying for 20th at 5 over.
Fresh off a 4-0 win against Alabama, the 23rd ranked North Carolina women's soccer team traveled to take on James Madison University on Sunday. North Carolina got on the board early when an attempted clearance from JMU deflected off of Olivia Thomas into the net for the opening goal. Minutes later, freshman Laura Malsom broke through the defense to score her first career goal, giving the Tar Heels a 2-0 lead at halftime. After the break, Thomas shoots and scores again, receiving her 7th goal of the season. It's a brace for Thomas as the Heels pick up their first road game win 3-0. Let's toss it over to Matchups with Malik to break down yesterday's big win. Molly.
Thanks, Bethany. I've said it once, I think I've said it twice, but I will say it again. The freshmen are putting on a show, and Lauren Malsom is an absolutely great example of this. So let's take a little bit of a look at her goal from yesterday's game. We've got some play outside of the box here, and then we're going to pause it here. I want you to keep your eyes on Lauren Malsom right out here. She's just outside the box. She's creating space between herself and her team, and then let's see what she does. She's going to get the ball, she's going to take it, and she's going to shoot, and it's going to go in the back of the net. A great goal for Malsom, beautiful assist by Ashley Penny as well, and just off the hands of the goalie. Now let's take a look at one of our missed goal opportunities of the game. Eris Freifeld, also a freshman. You know, there's a lot of great talent here, but obviously some room for improvement. So we're going to take a look in this play here. We've got Linda Allmark. She's going to shoot. It's going to hit the post. And then I want you to look at Eris Freifeld right over here. And then we're going to pay a little bit more attention to what she does with her legs. You see the ball go out. Now we're going to take a bit of a closer look. All right, so let's get it in close. We've got the ball, pause, and then want you to pay attention to how she uses this left foot. She's going to attempt to make 2 touches, but she's only going to get 1 on it, and the ball is just going to go haywire. Something to learn. But ultimately, our back line, our defense, super strong in this game. JMU only put up 1 shot from Ellie Farrell at the 35-minute mark. To that end, we had 12 shots put up by UNC, a great performance from Carolina. I think that this was really the win that the team needed before Virginia Tech on this week.
With that, the Tar Heels conclude non-conference play as they prepare to take on Virginia Tech this Thursday.
The men's soccer game against NC State drew a record-breaking crowd of more than 5,000 fans to Dale Soccer Field Friday night. This physical game featured 2 evenly matched teams who failed to capitalize on scoring opportunities. Late in the first half, the Wolfpack rushed downfield and scored, but it was overturned on an offside call. With the match scoreless at halftime, both teams continued to trade corner kicks, with neither finding success. Carolina's goalie made 7 saves, shutting out State, and the game ended in a scoreless draw.
Every game counts, but you know, these are big, these are important, especially ACC game. Fans in the crowd walking out there, warming up, they're blowing horns. I think we love it. The guys get up for that. We need to be able to match that energy every game.
Playing in Raleigh in front of any crowd is tough, but I know that the Heels had a record-breaking crowd in Raleigh with 5,083 fans. That had to be a really tough crowd to play in front of.
I think so too. I know they ended up losing, or tying, my bad, and then they also lost to Charleston on Monday. So I think we really need to see a big win this week, hopefully against Wake on Friday.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's home against Wake Friday at 7. Now, men's soccer is working hard on and off the field. 6 players were awarded the All-ACC academic honors alongside 500 other Tar Heels. Now, one of these athletes is the heartbeat of the defending national champion women's soccer team. Macy Green spoke to Kate Fossey about her success off the field.
In the game against Alabama on September 4th, Kate Fossey showed everyone that she isn't just a beast in the classroom, but on the field too. Fossey led the team in scoring with 2 out of their 4 goals scored, bringing in the win 4-0.
But it's just about balance and finding the time. We are given a lot of time when we travel. We're given study hours, and it's prioritizing our school. We're students before we are athletes at the university, so just prioritizing that.
Out of 11 players on UNC women's soccer team to receive the award this past year, Kate Fossey is one of 5 who received this award for the past 3 years.
I mean, in every area. In the classroom, she's so committed.
Balancing academics and being an in-season athlete is a difficult task, but Fossey handles it with grace. Fossey shares how she learned to balance both responsibilities with support from the university, teammates, and family.
I think this university is really good at lending out the help, whether that's tutors. Girls on our team are really supportive of helping each other. I definitely lean on a lot of my teammates in that aspect.
Assistant coach Tracy Bates-Leon talks about how proud she is of the whole team being as dedicated as they are.
Our QM GPA is like a 3.5, which is unbelievable. And then to see them succeed as well on the field, equally as well, is amazing. And we just have extraordinary young women that are committed to excellence in every area of their life.
Going into her senior year, Fossey strives to go 4 for 4 years on the ACC All-Academic team. I'm Macy Green reporting.
Obviously, I'm excited to see Kate Fossey continue to excel academically, but I'm hoping that she can lead UNC soccer to another national championship. Now it's time for our favorite time of the week. We're going to announce our nominees for this week's Play of the Week. Now, we're going to start off with Kate Fossey's teammate, Olivia Thomas. We already saw this goal, but look at this deflection right into the goal. That's an incredible play. Doesn't even look like she was trying to do that. And look at this. Incredible. Just right into the goal. We're really excited for Olivia Thomas. That's an awesome play to start off our Play of the Week for this semester.
On the other side, we have Haley Pierce with a super impressive kill with help from Olivia Thomas and Zoe Barrett with a great set, giving Haley Pierce the snap that she needed to get a great kill.
Kate, I don't know about you, but I have to go with Olivia Thomas's goal. That was my favorite goal of the week. It's really impressive. It's a really fun one to start off this year's Play of the Week with. What are you thinking?
Bethany, I understand, but I think I have to go with Haley Pierce. I mean, her vertical was crazy high, and I couldn't have been more impressed.
Yeah, the bounce was insane on that kill, but make sure you vote for our Play of the Week on our Instagram. Now, with the weekend full of wins and more to come, what are you looking forward to seeing this week?
I'm most excited to see volleyball's game tomorrow against Florida at 7. Me and Bethany will both be there.
We're really excited. Now, that does it for this edition of Sports Extra.
We'll be back on Friday with a preview of another exciting weekend of Carolina athletics.